Hey y'all. All right. So this video, we're going to talk about customizing the size and shape of your cowl. So this particular piece of fabric is just a long tube right now with a provisional cast on one side, my active stitches on the other. This particular fabric I'm going to make long enough to actually twist and then put the ends together and graft them, and it'll make for a really chunky cowl, super warm. As the pattern is written, you can cast on 120 stitches. So that's going to give you about a 14-inch measurement from side to side. So a 28-inch circumference, which, you know, will make a little bit of a looser, drapier cowl, which I like. I like to have a little bit of breathing room. What I highly recommend doing is finding a cowl or a scarf or even a necklace that you just really like where it sits. Figure out the circumference of that and then use the stitch count to figure out how many stitches you should cast on to get that desired length, whether that be shorter or longer actually. If you need help with the math, feel free to contact me via DM on Slack or via email. I'm always happy to help with the maths, because I know that not everybody loves the maths like I do. So in addition to the super chunky Mobius cowl, there's going to be a double thick cowl, which basically what you're going to do is knit half the length of this tube. So the tube for the Mobius is 28 inches long. The tube for the double thick is 14 inches long. So basically for the double thick, you're going to knit half the length of this particular cowl with the same cast on stitches or whatever amount you choose to do. And you're going to basically go like this and like flip it down into itself, almost like you're folding down a sock, with the wrong sides facing each other, and then like so. And then for the double thick cowl, you'll just graft these two ends together. So it'll make a cowl similar to this, just a little bit shorter. Still thick and chunky, but not quite so much as the Mobius cowl. And then the last option is you can knit your tube for as long as you want, and then instead of grafting the ends to make a double thick cowl, you actually will bind off this end with an I-cord bind off to give it a nice clean tight edge so that the brioche doesn't stretch out a lot, as it tends to do. And then you'll pick up the stitches from your provisional cast on and then also do an I-cord bind off there. So basically for the standard cowl, you can make it whatever length you desire and then do the I-cord bind off. I think the biggest takeaways in this are when you're thinking about the size and shape and style of your cowl and also what kind of fabric you want to create, I would keep this in mind. The double thick cowl and the standard cowl are oriented this way. So when you put it on, it's going to go on like this. This is how it's going to look. If you're making a Mobius, because you're grafting the ends together like this instead, the fabric is going to run this way when you wear it. As I had mentioned, I'm going to be making a second one with you guys actually for the knit along, where it's the double thick cowl, and I'll be only doing it in the pattern as written to have this waffle stitch kind of pattern. I think that would look really nice in the fabric that's going to be oriented this way. So if you have any questions on the customizing the size, shape, or style of cowl you want, let me know in a comment below, and I'd be happy to chat options with you or help you with math, or anything else that you might need clarification on. So next up is going to be the provisional cast-on video, which will be released on Friday. That is the official start of our knit along, and hopefully the info that you have gotten today will help you to decide on what kind of fabric and style of cowl you want to make, so that once Friday comes along, we can just get rolling right away with that provisional cast on. And yeah, again, any questions, feel free to DM me on Slack or send me an email. Talk to you guys later. Bye.